Welcome back. In part 1, we explored 10 incredible medicinal plants that healed wounds, soothed coughs, stopped bleeding, and supported the body long before modern medicine existed. But believe it or not, we're just getting started. The next 10 plants are even more fascinating. 10 forgotten medicinal plants that will heal you instantly. One can naturally numb your mouth in seconds. Another hangs from trees and has been called nature's wilderness antibiotic. And the final plant on today's list inspired one of the most famous medicines ever created, aspirin. Let's continue and begin our new countdown from 10 to number 1. Number 10 is Barberry, the ancient antimicrobial. Remember when I mentioned there was a plant? Modern science is studying for its activity against antibiotic-resistant bacteria. This is it. Barberry has been used for more than 2,000 years in Persian, Ayurvedic, and traditional Chinese medicine. Its secret is berberine, one of the most researched plant compounds in herbal medicine today. Modern studies suggest berberine possesses antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and digestive supporting properties. Researchers have also investigated its potential role in blood sugar management and metabolic health. For ancient healers, Barberry was simply one of their most trusted medicines. Today, modern science is discovering they may have been onto something all along. It's fascinating how sometimes the oldest remedies become cutting-edge again. Number 9 is Elecampane, the deep lung healer. Some herbs work quickly, others work deeply. Elecampane belongs firmly in the second category. For centuries, herbalists reserved this impressive plant for stubborn respiratory illnesses, the lingering cough that wouldn't disappear, the chest congestion that refused to clear, or lungs weakened after serious illness. Its thick medicinal root contains compounds that modern research suggests possess antimicrobial and cough-soothing properties. Traditionally, Elecampane wasn't taken for a day or two. It was taken patiently over weeks as a tonic to help strengthen the lungs while encouraging the body to clear lingering mucus. With its enormous leaves and sunflower-like blossoms, Elecampane is impossible to miss in the garden. Its root produces a warming aromatic tea that has been valued throughout Europe for hundreds of years. Modern medicine often focuses on eliminating infection. Elecampane reminds us that healing doesn't always end when the infection is gone. Sometimes the lungs themselves need time and support to recover. Number 8 is Toothache Plant, nature's instant numbing herb. Now this one almost feels like magic. Imagine chewing a flower, and within seconds, your mouth begins to tingle, then slowly goes numb. That's exactly what happens with the toothache plant. Its unusual flowers contain a natural compound called spilanthol, which produces an almost immediate numbing sensation inside the mouth. For centuries, people used it to temporarily relieve toothaches, mouth ulcers, sore gums, and throat irritation. The experience is unforgettable. First comes a tingling sensation, then increased saliva, followed by a surprisingly effective numbness. Many first-time users can't believe it's completely natural. Although it doesn't fix the underlying dental problem, it can provide temporary relief while you seek proper treatment. The bright yellow and red cone-shaped flowers look almost playful, but hidden inside them is one of nature's most fascinating natural anesthetics. Sometimes nature really does have a few tricks up its sleeve. Number 7 is Oregon grape, the skin protector. Despite its name, Oregon grape isn't actually a grape. It's a hardy evergreen shrub covered in glossy leaves, bright yellow flowers, and dark blue berries. But its real treasure lies beneath the bark. The roots contain berberine, a powerful natural compound that researchers have studied extensively. Modern clinical studies have shown that topical Oregon grape preparations may help improve chronic skin conditions such as psoriasis and eczema. That's remarkable because these conditions are often difficult to manage. For generations, herbalists prepared salves from the bright yellow inner bark to soothe inflamed, irritated skin. Unlike quick cosmetic fixes, Oregon grape works gradually, helping calm inflammation over time. It's another perfect example of traditional knowledge meeting modern scientific research. Sometimes healing isn't dramatic. Sometimes it's steady, patient progress. Number 6 is yellow dock, the digestive ally. Old-time herbalists referred to yellow dock as a blood purifier. Today, we'd describe it a little differently. Yellow dock supports healthy digestion and helps the body's natural elimination processes. Its deep taproot contains bitter compounds that encourage bile production and healthy digestive function. For generations, it was used for sluggish digestion, occasional constipation, and skin conditions believed to be connected to poor digestion. Modern herbalists recognize that healthy digestion often affects far more than the stomach. When digestion improves, many people notice improvements in overall wellness, including healthier-looking skin. Yellow dock isn't flashy. It doesn't promise overnight miracles. Instead, it quietly supports the body's own natural systems. Sometimes lasting health begins with something as simple as better digestion. Number 5 is Usnea, nature's wilderness antibiotic. Our next medicine doesn't even look like a plant. It hangs from tree branches like pale green strands of hair. It's called Usnea, also known as old man's beard. For generations, wilderness healers relied on this unusual lichen whenever someone suffered a cut or wound far from civilization. Modern research has identified compounds such as Usneic acid, which demonstrate impressive antimicrobial activity against many bacteria. Traditionally, fresh Usnea was applied directly to wounds or prepared as an alcohol tincture to help cleanse minor injuries. Because it grows slowly, responsible harvesting is essential. Only collect fallen material or very small amounts from healthy trees. Imagine hiking deep in the forest, miles away from the nearest hospital, yet surrounded by one of nature's own antimicrobial dressings. Sometimes the forest carries its own medicine cabinet. Number 4 is blue vervain, the stress soother. Life has always been stressful, but centuries before modern anti-anxiety medications, herbal healers often turned to a beautiful purple wildflower called blue vervain. It earned a reputation as one of nature's best nervines, plants believed to calm and strengthen the nervous system. Traditional herbalists recommended blue vervain for people who simply couldn't relax, those who constantly overthought, couldn't sleep, lived with tension headaches, or carried the weight of chronic stress. Modern herbal research and animal studies suggest the plant may have mild calming properties that help ease nervous tension without causing heavy sedation. Blue vervain grows in wet meadows and roadside ditches, producing elegant spikes of violet-blue flowers throughout the summer. Its tea is noticeably bitter, but generations believed that bitterness was part of its healing power. unlike sleeping pills that simply force the body to shut down. Blue Vervain was thought to gently remind the nervous system how to relax naturally. Sometimes the medicine we need isn't something that knocks us out. It's something that helps us slow down. Number 3 on our list today is Sassafras, a lesson from history. Sassafras once held a legendary place in North American herbal medicine. Native Americans used its aromatic roots for fevers, digestive complaints, and joint discomfort. Later, it became famous as one of the original flavorings for root beer. But sassafras also teaches us something important. Modern research discovered that one of its natural compounds, saffrole, may be harmful in large amounts and is no longer recommended for regular internal use. This doesn't erase its fascinating history. Instead, it reminds us that traditional knowledge and modern science work best together. History teaches us what plants were valued. Science helps us understand how to use them safely. Sometimes the greatest lesson isn't about what to use. It's about knowing when caution is appropriate. Number 2 is red clover, the meadow healer. Walk through almost any meadow in summer, and you'll probably see red clover. Most people think of it as livestock feed. Few realize it has centuries of medicinal history. Red clover flowers contain natural plant compounds called isoflavones, which have been studied for supporting women during menopause. Traditionally, the flowers were also brewed into teas to support skin health and calm inflammation. Its mild, slightly sweet flavor made it one of the easiest medicinal teas to drink. Unlike powerful pharmaceutical drugs, red clover became known as a gentle, nourishing herb used consistently over time. It's a reminder that sometimes healing isn't about taking the strongest medicine. Sometimes it's about supporting the body a little every day. And number 1 on our list today is Meadowsweet, the plant that inspired aspirin. And finally, we've reached the plant that changed medicine forever. Long before aspirin existed, there was Meadowsweet. For centuries, people gathered its fragrant white flowers to ease headaches, reduce fever, calm inflammation, and soothe aching joints. The plant naturally contains salicylates, the same family of compounds that inspired modern aspirin. But here's something many people don't know. Traditional herbalists believed Meadowsweet was gentler on the stomach than synthetic aspirin because the whole plant contains additional compounds that help protect the digestive system. Modern research continues to support its anti-inflammatory properties. It's one of the greatest examples of how modern medicine often begins by studying traditional herbal remedies. Sometimes we think we've invented something new, when we're really rediscovering something nature has provided all along. It's incredible to think that so many of these remarkable medicinal plants have been growing quietly around us for centuries. Some helped soldiers survive battle. Others comforted families through cold winters and flu outbreaks. Many are now being studied by scientists who are discovering there was more truth to traditional herbal medicine than many people once believed. Of course, it's important to remember that herbs are not a replacement for professional medical care, especially for serious illnesses or emergencies. But learning about these plants gives us a greater appreciation for the incredible knowledge passed down through generations and for the remarkable pharmacy that exists in nature itself. If you enjoyed this journey through 10 forgotten medicinal plants, we'd love to know in the comments. Share with us. Which one surprised you the most? Was it the toothache plant that numbs your mouth in seconds, the wilderness antibiotic hanging from trees, or the flower that inspired aspirin? If you found this video helpful, meaningful, and interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll never miss another episode. Here on the Global Wellness Channel, we believe that wellness begins with the choices we make every day, how we nourish our bodies, care for our minds, connect with nature, and create healthy, meaningful lives. At Wellness Studio, we explore practical ways to live well, healthy practices, real food, natural living, mindfulness, sustainable practices, and everyday habits that support long-term health and happiness. Our goal is to make wellness simple, accessible, and inspiring for everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.